Yo, what's up YouTube? This is Dust coming at you live with my very first tutorial on how to change the music in your GTA loading screen. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So the whatever music you want to use, you can have a WAV file or an MP3 file. Make sure it's easily located. Mine is here on my desktop. So once you download your Audacity, you want to open it. If you haven't have it, make sure you click on the link. It's free. You want to download without MuseHub. Don't download it Audacity, it'll give you MuseHub. So download, and then once you have it, you want to open up your program. Open up your Audacity program, and you want to drag and drop the WAV file right into the body here, and then boom, here it is. So hit a quick play. Once you hear music, you're good to go. If you don't hear music, you want to go to audio setup, and you want to go to playback device, and you want to select the right prompt that you need in order for it to work. Mine is working on the speakers USB. Everybody's different, so check one of these things before you continue on. Once you have that going, you hit play, you hear music, you're good to go. Now, first thing you want to do, you want to make this a 16-bit format. So you want to do right click on the body, format, make it a 16-bit, and then you want to right click again, and then you want to do it to split stereo to mono. What that's going to do is going to create two files, but we only need one. So we're going to exit one of these and just keep that one audio file. So once you're good to go, if you want to adjust the volume, you can make it a little higher if you want, because you know it gets a little low. It's a little too much. All right, mine's is peaking, so I'm gonna keep it at 0. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it at 0 because mine is peaking. You don't want this to be in the red too much, because once it's peaking, it's just not gonna sound good. So boom, once I have my audio, I split it. You want to save it. You're gonna go file, and you want to extract audio. You want to extract audio, export it to computer, and I'm gonna put it in the same place, but I'm gonna rename it as mono. So I have the name track, and I put mono.wave. Everything else can keep the same. You hit export, and boom, it created a new file right here. So I got my original, and then I got my mono. We can close this out because we're good to go. I don't need to save it. If you want to save it, that's fine. Save it under the name. All right, the next step we're going to do, you want to open up your IV, and you want to go to this location. You want to go to open IV, mods, x64, audio, SFX to Prologue. When you're in Prologue, scroll down, and you're going to see TD loading music. That's where the music is in the loading screen. If you want to hear it, you double click it, and there it goes. You hit the next track, it's the exact same thing. So these two tracks is what we want to replace on this here. Okay guys, before we move on, just make sure you back up the original file by clicking and dragging it to your desktop. So that way, if you mess up, you always have the original file. Okay, let's move on. So what I recommend doing, let's create a folder. We're going to right click on your desktop. We're going to create a folder. It doesn't matter what you name it. I'm just going to name it new folder. It doesn't really matter. And then what we want to do, you want to right click, and you want to export to OAC. Export to OAC. And we want to find that folder that we just created, new folder. Boom. Select the folder, and now it's going to go into your new folder. Open up your new folder. I'm going to set it aside here because we're going to be using this. Boom. So in that folder is going to create two files. It's going to create an OAC file, and it's going to create an actual music file. All right, let me show you real quick. So if I double click that, here it is. So if I double click that, there it goes. Right click on the desktop, create a new folder. Again, doesn't matter what you name it. It's just going to be folder 2. So you're going to drag that mono track into the new folder, and what you want to do, you want to copy it and paste it on that folder. So you're going to have two tracks. So boom, I got my two tracks right here. So what we want to do is we want to rename it to that pretty much. So I'm going to start with the first one, the E9. I'm going to right click, rename. We're not going to rename it. We're going to copy it because all we want is the text. Just click anywhere here just to not change it. We're going to go to my first track. I'm going to rename it, and I'm going to right click and paste. All right, and then click anywhere in the body to save it. Follow me? Let's do the next one. We're going to go to the second one. Right click, rename. We're not going to rename it. We're just going to copy the text. And then I'm going to click on the body so I won't mess this up. And I'm going to go to the second track. I'm going to rename it. And I'm going to rename it and paste it. Right click and paste it. Click anywhere here to save it. Now I got these two tracks, which is that right there, but it's named with the same here. So what we want to do is take those two tracks that we just did, drag it to the folder up here, and we're going to replace those tracks. We're done with this folder. So now we're left is with the TD loading music. All right. So now what we want to do is we want to go back up one and take that OAC file, and we're going to drag and drop into here. All right. If it didn't drag onto here, make sure you're on edit mode. All right. Click edit mode. Warning, you are in edit mode. Yes, we want to be on edit mode. Take that OAC file, drag it and drop to here. All right, moving on. So now that we dragged in our original clip, we double click here, and there it is. All right, so the concept is pretty simple. All right, you can close that out. You can actually leave this open to give it a shot. Open up your game, and let's see how it works. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, always back up your stuff, man. Have a backup folder before you do any of this. I should have said that before early in the video, but I think it's, you know, pretty much common knowledge that a lot of y'all are just having a backup folder. Or if you're working with any type of tracks and you want to work on something, just make sure you back up and just take one and just put it on a backup folder somewhere. So if you mess up, you can always go back and then just drag up the original file back to the original folder. There you go. Now it is a little lower because, like I said, depending on the quality of the music that you have, a lot of the MP3s and WAV files, they might be lower than usual, but if you have a good audio, it's guaranteed to work. There you go. That's how you change the music on your GTA loading screen. I appreciate you watching this video, and if you really enjoyed it, again, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I may be doing some more tutorials. I don't know. This is my first one. I just wanted to help somebody out because I had a lot of trouble trying to get this thing set up from the videos that I've seen. So I hope this was a lot more clearer. So yeah, have a nice day, y'all. Peace.